Application code deploys through your CI/CD pipeline with automated testing and zero downtime blue-green deployments. Database schema changes require coordination, downtime windows, and careful migration scripts to avoid data loss. When business logic lives in stored procedures, every logic change becomes a database deployment that needs downtime. Your deployment frequency drops from multiple times per day to once per week because database changes are risky and slow and cause downtimes. Rolling forward with application code is super easy. Rolling back database changes can corrupt data if you're not careful. So teams end up avoiding necessary logic changes because the deployment cost is too high, and this becomes technical debt that accumulates really quickly. Now, when a bug happens in production, your error logs point to an application method that calls a stored procedure. You need a database access to see what stored procedure actually does, and many developers don't have access to production databases. So stored procedures often call another stored procedure, creating chains of dependencies that nobody can document. There's no stack trace through your database calls, so figuring out the execution path. Now, a lot of you guys ask, what do you guys do? At StartupPack, we love to follow the controller, service, then repository layer. And in our repository layer, we use Dapr so that our SQL query are in the code. Now, everyone's like, oh, that means you're using inline SQL. No, we're not. We're using parameterized SQL that is very safe against SQL injection and against all other types of injections. Modern ORMs and query builders generate efficient SQL that perform just as well as handwritten stored procedures. And the best part is you can just copy it right out and test the query and get it to optimal performance. Add indexes to your database and do things that you need to do to optimize things. If it's performing badly, maybe you need to normalize your tables. There's a ton of things that you can do, but doing this allows you to keep all of the code in your repository where it belongs. It allows it to be deployed via CI/CD, allows you great tools to be able to use like Dapr, and allows you to keep clean layers on your different concerns, right? Controller should be about handling the HTTP requests. The service should be where your business logic lives so you know to go look for that custom business logic. Your repository layer is about retrieving and setting data. Those are the layers, and when you work to path of independent concerns, your code can stay cleaner. These simple rules help us break down, and they work on all technologies and all platforms. Now, your team diligently creates different migrations and flyaway scripts for table schema changes, but stored procedures and views, somebody has to manually update these, and that's why you've got to stay away from them. So we really like to use Dapr with parameterized queries, and this solves the problem. If you like this clip, make sure you check out the full StartupPack live video here because we've got lots more for you today.